Okay, everyone, and welcome back yet again to another episode of World of Dreams Act 1. I declare this video meeting to be open. We got the guests, we got the homies in the house. They were introduced in the last episode. Well, not one of them was. Trip has been around since, what, part 6?
I've been here too long.
Well, I mean, I hope none of you guys mind, because he's like a sincere homie. And we got our voice actor, Evan, along for the ride today as well, because I decided I want to spice things up.
So, and you can't do a Natsuki voice to save your life.
No, so. We've already made that clear in the last part, Trip. We don't need to be reminded, thank you.
Yes, we do.
Right. So, where we left off, we had trauma for days, we kind of hit Monica, and we shared poems. So that sounds like a...
We kind of hit Monica. I think we really hit Monica. We hit her hard.
Kind of turned into two people there for a minute, so yeah.
Guys, shut up. We have kids in the audience.
we have kids in actually producing this.
We have kids in the crew staff, so that might be... Alright. Let's see. Right, we shared our poems with Monica and Sayori, so now we're moving on to Natsuki, so Evan gets to shine for a bit.
Yay!
Yay.
Let's hope you don't wear out your voice.
My voice is probably fine.
You got water, so let's
just
try not to die on us in the middle of recording. That'd be kind of awkward.
That would be.
That would be awkward.
But that would be one hell of a clickbait title.
Our voice actor literally dies in the middle of our recording.
You want a million subs? If you want a million subs, I'm sorry, Evan. You have to take one for the team.
Gone wrong. Gone sexual.
I'm willing to.
Yeah, okay, that got really real right off the get-go, so let's not, please. I had to go see Natsuki next this time around. Looks like she's been waiting.
Took you long enough. What were you and Sayori talking about?
Poems. Obvious thing is obvious.
Hey, that's my line.
You sure? She seemed upset.
I promise, I didn't make her upset.
Okay, let's see those two poems then.
She takes her poems and I read her for a poem for Moji's sake. Moji. Yes, emoji movie.
Moji.
Oh gosh, I'm cursed.
Emoji movie Shizu.
Oh gosh. And the origin of Amy.
Oops. That happened. I accidentally scrolled back through the dialogue.
Guess what? He spazzed. Who would have thought?
Look, my hands are shaking when I get emotional, alright? And then I accidentally touch things I shouldn't touch. Out of context. Holy shit.
There are children here.
That is... No, I didn't... Not like that.
There's no recovering. There's no recovering. Let's just move on.
I'm just gonna take the L. Alright. Hey, I've got a question. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I know we read this when you played the game, but what does it mean? Well, many of the fans believe it has two meanings. Some think that Amy's a reference to Yuri, and that Spiders is a reference to her cutting. Others think that Natsuki's writing about herself, and her love of manga from an outsider's perspective. Well, she'll explain herself soon. Finally, Natsuki finishes our poems. She doesn't look happy.
No.
When does she ever?
This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you two just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to you two, not to be around.
Natsuki, did you just compliment us? Oh my god, the Tsundere complimented us!
Compliment.
No, I mean, you know.
No, I don't know. Natsuki struggles a bit. As she's struggling to think of an excuse, I press the attack. Hold up! Back up a bit.
Huh?
You're trying to impress me, but yesterday you hated my guts.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't hate you.
Ah, crap. Here we go again. I said something wrong, because she feels guilty about yesterday. I mean, That was also. I still can't believe that entire thing that took place over like 3 episodes was one day.
Yeah.
Like, damn. I think it's like Thursday. I'm not sure actually. I completely forgot.
It's a day that ends in Y. That's all I know.
All of them end in Y. Dipshit.
Exactly.
I hate you.
I.
I'm sorry. That was completely rude of me.
Let's just continue.
Damn.
And to answer your question, yes, I saw how you and Yuri were talking about her writing yesterday, and I didn't like feeling left out.
That's way more honest than I expected. No kidding. I'm sorry I made you feel left out. I'll try not to in the future. We both will.
Fine.
So, what else can you tell us about our poems? What are we, royalty? Yes. Indeed, peasant! They're not that bad, are they?
No, it's just... Sam, your poem's a bit too fancy for my tastes, but it's not as fancy as Yuri's, and I can see a good meaning. My audio is glitching, so I can't hear a word you two are saying.
We aren't even saying anything.
Hello?
Wait, maybe?
Hello?
Hello?
Nope, can't hear you.
Oh dear.
Well, that's just fantastic.
Yay! Top quality professionalism.
Cut. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to excuse us for a second there while my voice actor gets their audio fixed. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that little interruption. There were some technical issues on my voice actor's end, but they're all sorted out, so continue.
Meiji's is simpler, but it's got a clear meaning too.
She chuckles.
You two just got lucky, you know?
Lucky? With...
Writing poems like this. Don't get used to it. You two won't always manage to write poems this well written. I mean, good. No, I mean...
You think our poems are good, eh? Also, I'm up all night to get lucky. Sorry, just I had to. Couldn't keep that one out of my system.
Unsubscribe, block, report.
God damn it. That's a lot of shit coming from a guy who's probably not even subscribed to me right now.
I don't know.
I hate you so much. You're like the bane. You're the bane of my existence right now, you know that?
Yes.
You think our poems
Moving
are good,
right along.
No, why are you smiling?
That's because she shoves the poem back towards me.
Don't read too much into it, okay?
Could she be more soon?
I mean, it's kind of in the job description there.
Yeah.
She's definitely cute. I mean, not really. I mean, definitely she's got her own adorable sides, but I mean, when it comes to Sayori, there's just no topping that.
She's more adorable in like, oh, a small child way than a I'd like to date that way. At least to me.
Like, I mean, at least with Sayori, I don't get the impression that if I date her, I'll be accused of child pornography, of, you know, being a predator.
Well, there's a few more steps involved in that, but...
Demonetization.
Well,
Cancelled.
I mean...
Cancelled.
It's not like this entire channel is fucking demonetized, I swear to God.
Man.
It's like YouTube Sama is like, no, I'm not giving this guy any money. Not that I blame them, this is not exactly child-friendly content.
No.
Wait,
And the mod itself isn't exactly child-friendly.
What happened to us saying our poems were bad after all? Script, you're so strange yourself. You're so strange sometimes. Script, go home, you're drunk. Yeah, exactly. Wow, we're on the same wavelength sometimes. That's awesome.
That's scary as hell.
I won't, I promise.
Well, anyway. You're gonna tell me what you thought about mine now, right? Don't forget who the real pro is.
Haha, yes ma'am. Well, it's certainly longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short.
Like you.
I was just warming up.
Not the time trip.
It's always the time.
I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
I stand and make a dramatic pose. God, do I really have to read that line?
Yes, you do.
It wasn't even your final form.
Ahaha, you're a dork.
Oh wow, that laugh. That laugh. Ahaha. God, are you human? See, that's the laugh. But ahaha, that sounds like a fucking robot. Alright, let's hope for the next laugh you're a bit more human sounding.
I'll try.
Like the one you're doing just now is fine.
That is a completely normal laugh, but that laugh for the line was just like, what the hell?
Ha ha ha. I detect humor. Ha ha ha.
Alright, that's confirmed. My voice actor is officially a robot. That's just great. Alright. That's definitely going in the description.
My voice actor is a robot.
My voice actor just turned into a robot for a second there. Alright, enough about that robotic laugh. Let's continue. Guilty as charged. Anyway, do continue. I sit back down.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it.
But you're going to regardless, right? Yep, there she goes.
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies.
Anal.
And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Well, that's true.
I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid.
Baka.
Damn it.
Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
I agree with you up to a point.
Huh? What do you mean?
Some hobbies that people have can be self-destructive. Your manga baking hobbies aren't bad, but there are some more intense hobbies that can be harmful. I've never heard someone call cutting a hobby, but I mean, if that's where you get your pleasures from, then I mean, I know that's, you know, to frame it to be a bit more friendly, but like, I really don't think cutting is a hobby.
Yeah.
It's a compulsion.
Like, that's not exactly you mentioned on your resume, is it?
What are your hobbies?
I mean, if you're applying to be a chef, the ability to cut things may.
Well, yeah,
be
but I
good for
don't think that's
Yeah.
human. That counts for human flesh.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't carry over as well.
Well, you phrase it differently.
Well,
Many years of experience in cutting meat.
yeah, cutting
Yeah.
meat.
Yes,
I
it's
won't
not
mention what that meat is from.
technically the truth.
I mean, I won't ever judge anyone for their likes or dislikes. That's just how they are. But the thing is, some hobbies are dangerous and can lead to the hobbyist getting hurt.
I understand that. I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay?
You bet I will. It's like another 15 minutes. Return into
Time
your...
for stabby tea shy.
Is that really what you're gonna be calling it the entire time?
As long as I remember it, yes.
God damn it. What should I call Malsky then?
no, it's
Baka stupid?
No,
Or-
it's stabby. It's stabby cutty tea shy. There it is.
Yes.
Even
And Natsuki will be a
No.
Baka small child.
Stabby slicey tea shy. There it is. Stabby slicey.
Yeah. Good. Okay,
No.
cool.
Natsuki's just small angry child.
Small baka child.
Small angry baka child. Oh.
Small angry baka child.
Well, angry.
Monica is perfect goddess, and Sayori is bun shy. So
Yeah, that works. I try to see Yuri staring at me. Though our idea of a perfect goddess greatly differs, but we
Of
won't get
course.
into that here. Hey Yuri, I hope you're doing all right after I nearly just killed myself for your sake. No, I'm much better now. May I see what you two have written today? Sure, here you are. It's time for my vocal cords to kind of hate me because oh my god, I'm gonna have to do a lot of voicing. I mean, I voice like 4 of the main characters, right?
yes.
Like the only other character that gets voiced by someone else is Natsuki now, so I'm still doing the majority of the voicing. Not that I have a problem with that. I like voice acting. I think I really do enjoy that.
Anyhow,
I hand Yuri the 2 poems. She begins reading, and I read over hers just to let Meiji see it again. Yeah, I doubt I have to rate this. I mean, fuck, if you've played enough mods, you've seen these poems like 50 times.
I actually haven't seen these poems in over 2 years, but I don't care.
Well, because I haven't played the game in 2 years, but that's besides the point.
Yes.
I put the paper down and find Yuri still reading. I heard a Discord ping.
Why did that happen to me?
Was it mine?
That was
yours,
it.
okay.
Was me. It was me. Dad.
How do I hear that? Do I have some kind of super hearing?
I honestly don't know, but let me log out of something. Hang on, please.
Alright, let's leave the technical issues out of this recording.
There we go. Fixed. Moving on.
Alright. Looks like she's reading Meiji's right now. Wake up, Yuri. Oh! Sorry! I forgot to start speaking. I chuckle. It's fine. This is a rather unusual session today. Take your time. After a couple of seconds, Yuri clears her throat. May I start with Meiji's poem? Of course. Thanks, Sam. So, Meiji, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Well, yes. Why do you ask? I relay the message. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Could you explain to Meiji what you mean? Yuri holds up Meiji's again. This one is actually not bad for a first attempt. There are some pretty novice rhyming schemes, but you're not to blame here. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize with new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and therefore fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Sounds like an expert. Her stutter is gone. She's like this. When she gets on about a topic she likes, she can go on and on and on for like 50 years. But, like I said, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, she's a tsundere. I think everyone here is biased in their own way. We've all got our likes and dislikes. Sure, Natsuki has a love for cute things, and that influences what kind of literature she likes and dislikes. But the same principle applies to everyone here. I was just talking to Sayori earlier. She was telling me that she likes bittersweet literature, that if a poem made her feel things, she thinks they're good. And then there's you. Remember when you visited us on Tuesday? You told me you like deep and complex words, and it really shows in your poems. Yes, that's true. I still shouldn't have said that. It's alright, we all say things like that sometimes. Anything else? Yes, a question if I may? Sure. Am I wrong in assuming this is an ode to Sayori? Well, the unexpected just keeps showing up. I grin conspiratorially. Oh yeah, it so is. Traitor! Oh, hush. Yuri's the most trustworthy one here right now. She won't tell. 5 seconds later. Oh, Sayori!
I couldn't imagine.
No, probably not, but that would be hilarious as fuck. That's sweet. Your secret is safe with me, Michi. I hate you. No, you love me and you know it.
Except when you're almost getting me killed.
I mean...
Gay!
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, I had to use the meme. This couldn't,
It was a loud gag.
Does it count, though, if they're in the same body? That also raises some questions I'm not going to ask right now, so let's just move right on.
Alabama?
No, even
I
worse.
know, it would
Let's
be
move
Alabama.
right along. No, I don't want to be canceled. I don't want to be canceled. Let's move on.
What? It's not like you have a career anywhere.
Yes, I do. Moving on.
Alright, sorry, just let me call for a second. Alright, we good. No, I love you, you know it. So, what about my poem? What about my poem? You've definitely been writing for a while and it shows. Your poem yesterday was pretty extraordinary, but today you wrote quite a powerful poem. I was inspired by you and everyone else. I wanted to make more vivid images and leave the poem somewhat open to interpretation, just like your poem yesterday. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Knees weak, arms are heavy. Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Wait, am I going down the Yuri route? No, because the others like the poems too. Weird. I'm not used to this. Yuri, are you okay? I don't know! I give Yuri the time she needs. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. I know I played the game and all, but seriously, she doesn't even seem like the type who hasn't shared her work. Wait, you've never shared work before? You're not. I'm reading on the ride for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. I smile gently and lower my voice a bit. Am I laughing at you? Did the other club members laugh at you? Yuri shakes her head slowly. I understand how you feel. It's scary to share something so intimate as a poem, but hear me out. Alright, hear me out, fam. No one here would laugh at you. We're all friends here. Friends are supportive and caring. Yes, exactly. Unlike some friends.
I do it out of love for a reason, so shut it, small child.
Sure. You keep telling yourself that. We would never mock your work like those bullies earlier. You think so? I know so. Your work in this club will always be appreciated. Thank you, Sam. What do you think of my poem? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. You're not kidding. This is an amazing poem. Much more metaphorical. I'm guessing this is more the style you're still using? That's correct. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Getting. Damn, we've got to help her. We will. Eventually. I mean, she's like third on my list right now. maybe 3.5.
That's not how that math works.
2.5 then?
There's no halves here.
Yeah.
I know
When
you're.
going to half help before. Okay, like if you half help someone before you completely help the other person, and then you finish helping the first one.
Basically,
I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I think that's where I was going with that. Fuck, even I don't know.
This Dutch math for you, man.
That's not no. Dutch math is exactly the same as English math. We just
No, this is metric. This is metric math. This is metric math. Sorry.
You use fucking washing machines to measure shit. Don't come at me.
No, we use bullets to measure stuff. Shut up.
You use bullets to measure stuff. You gun freak.
Maybe.
It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. We all have hobbies that are embarrassing to talk about. One of mine was I collected swords. I was just selling them off before I woke up here. That's complete bullshit. You know it. You did? Honest to God. Wait, really?
I can see it.
Damn. Collected swords? Yeah, I was terrified to admit it. I was afraid I'd be seen as that American who would shoot up the school. What?
Yes, let's go shoot up the school with my claymore. Use my broadsword to just. Oh God.
I'll just slice bullets into existence.
That's such an anime thing, though. but I'm sure.
Yes, it is. In SAO, there's definitely a moment where someone slices a bullet in half.
Oh, and in that anime we will never mention. Remember, Mommy she does something similar too. So yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Rip.
That's
R.I.P. and pepperonis.
Monica Matsuda.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Shut up. Spoiler alert. Moving on.
Yes, I was terrified to admit I was afraid his APC is that American who shoot up the school because well, I guess if he owned swords, then he'd probably be seen as a weeb, and weebs are not known for their amazing social capabilities.
Factual.
Once I was 17, though, I wasn't afraid to admit it. Sure, my former classmates teased me for it, but not too seriously. It's a shame they aren't real. Your former classmates sound like good people. Having people like that in your life must have been quite a pleasant experience. Well, you do have friends. You have me, Meiji, and the others in this club. Then when do I judge you? Damn right! I chuckled. Meiji just agreed with me. And I know for a fact Natsuki would too. Natsuki? Why? Natsuki wrote about something like that too, actually. About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest. Huh? She did. I read her poem earlier, but I must have missed that part. Yeah. We got into a small discussion about it. She was saying it doesn't matter what you were into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right! I mean, does she really feel that way? Yes, indeed. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging her, isn't it? Oh, please don't tell her I said that! Yuri, it's okay. If I'm honest, it would make sense that you'd think that. I'm guilty of that kind of thinking sometimes too, but we just need to learn from the experience and keep it in mind. I yawn in the middle of recording. Show them how much sleep we've been lacking. Yeah. And please know that I will never, ever judge you for your hobbies, and neither would anyone else here. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, being a paperweight. There are many people like you, Sam. I'll take that as a compliment. I smiled at her. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. Ooh, Act 2 coming on in. And you're to thank for that. She smiles sincerely at me. Her timidness vanishes. I smile warmly back at her. Anything I can do to help? Well, this is gonna be awkward. Okay, poem sharing done. Well, that was an interesting turn of events. It's like the game can't make up its mind on who I'm appealing to. There's no harem ending, I hope. Yes, there is.
Oh dear.
There definitely is. There's going to be a harem ending.
Oh goodness.
Yes. That'd be such a mess. Well, with the absence of a poem game, I'm guessing it's improvising? I wonder where that minigame is anyway. Weird. Maybe Monica knows. I begin putting my stuff away as I'm pondering this. As Monica and Sayori continue to talk about their poems, I see Yuri walking over to Natsuki. I hope they're not going to get into a fight. I walk over to them just in case. Ladies, everything okay? Yuri and Natsuki look up at me. Sam, hello again. Hey there, hot stuff. What's going on in this thread? You're not gonna start fighting, are you?
No, you dummy. Yuri was just telling me something.
No, you baka. Fair place. Oh, what about?
Oh, mouse falls.
Oh, that's... Yeah, just
Sorry.
drop your mouse. Why don't you? About Natsuki's poem earlier. I was just asking her about it. I see. I guess she doesn't want Natsuki to get mad at me for mentioning it to her. I wonder, will this result in the beach poems?
Well, to answer your question, Yuri, yes. I mean, people who judge others based off a hobby is stupid. If you do it on your own and it isn't hurting anybody, what's the harm, huh?
Yuri looks surprised by Natsuki's words. Wow, I didn't realize you felt that way.
What's that supposed to mean?
I didn't mean...
Hey, it's okay. It's a bit of my fault for how I've been acting, especially after yesterday. So, I'm sorry.
Well, that was unexpected. What a twist! Did Natsuki just apologize? Oh my god, she said the S word!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, it's Tsunade apologizing for being a bitch? Well, this is a new turn of events.
This is character development.
So damn strange. Well, I agree. I mean about the message of your poem, not about,
It's okay, Yuri. I understand. Go on.
Here takes a deep breath. You're absolutely right, Natsuki. Plenty of hobbies don't hurt anyone, and it's no one else's business. I mean, can a girl just please cut her own flesh in private, please? Thank you. Sheesh.
Glad we're agreeing on something.
For once.
Yes, I'm pleased to know that as well. Okay, and I think I'm gonna cut it there because we just hit the 30-minute mark. Sorry for the abrupt ending there, but you know, I try to keep my episodes short and concise so that I can record a bunch of them at the same time. You know, like a full-on marathon. Anyway, that was the rest of the poem sharing. A lot less traumatic this time around. Thank the Lord.
Nobody shoved the goddess. Actually, we didn't even see Monica this time. I feel cheated.
Man.
Well, she'll show up again soon.
We'll probably see her a lot next episode.
Probably.
Oh, I hope.
Yeah.
Please. And with less Monica abuse. I can't handle that.
It was one shove.
Hopefully with
Come
no
on, dude.
Monica.
It was one shove. Come on.
I mean, it was a shove, but it was a really hard shove too.
It was. And it made her turn
You're
to
acting.
like a toothbrush.
You're acting like Reggie just jumped up on top of her and beat the ever-loving shit out of her, though.
It was. You don't shove the goddess.
He
Anyhow,
threw her
this
against the
episode-
wall.
Right? Yeah. Let's just. Subscribe if you want. Like if you want. Comment if you want. I don't care. Please just do something because I need the views.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. I am in desperate need. Anyway. With that, I can officially bring today's meeting to a close. So, yeah, cut this mess. See you all on the flip side. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.